Which November BTO should you ballot for? Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Maverick and today I'll be ranking the November BTO projects based on their location, price, unit layout, facade, and also their estimated completion date. So if you're someone who is looking to apply for the November BTO, you should not miss this video. So let's dive right into the review. For this November BTO exercise, there will be 9 sites in 5 estates: Bukit Batok, Queenstown, Kallang, Tengah, and Yishun. Queenstown will have 3 BTO sites which are relatively far apart from each other, while Yishun will also have 3 BTO sites but they are all relatively close to each other. So for this BTO exercise, there will also be 3 sites that will be under the prime location housing model. Firstly, we have Ghim Moh Natura at Buona Vista. Then we have Ulu Pandan Banks, which is next to Dover MRT station. And then we have Kallang Horizon, which is right next to Kallang MRT. So for location, you really can't beat these prime location housing models, since they are just maybe a 1 to 2 minute walk to the nearest MRT station, and they are also in a mature estate. However, I would like to give props to Westglades at Bukit Batok. Even though Bukit Batok is not considered a mature estate, the area surrounding Westglades actually has a lot of amenities. So you have a ton of coffee shops, you have a ton of supermarkets, you even have a community center just a few minutes walk away. Furthermore, you are only 700 meters away from the nearest MRT, which is Bukit Gombak station. So I would say for location wise, this is the best out of the bunch if you're not considering the PLH models. I would like to give Garden Waterfront at Tengah also a mini shout out. You are also just beside Hongkar MRT station. The only thing is that there won't be too many amenities around, since Tengah is going to be a new town and you won't have much going on until a few years later. Some of the units are also facing the expressway. Even though there is a water body separating the project and the expressway itself, you still get some road noise from there. Now, I would like to say that Yishun probably has the worst location. You are more than 2 kilometers away from the nearest MRT, Khatib, and you take around a 15 minutes bus ride to reach Khatib MRT station, which will take you quite a long time to reach anywhere else in Singapore. And furthermore, that area is the edge of Yishun, so you won't have many amenities in the area itself. So for location wise, the Yishun BTOs will have the lowest scores. So moving on to price, this is where the Yishun BTOs really shine, given that they do have a very crappy location. They also have the cheapest flats there. So I would say that if you are really on a budget, the Yishun BTOs are something that you can consider. If not, then Westglades or Garden Waterfront at Tengah can be considered as well, as they are much cheaper than the BTOs that are in the mature estates. And for the most expensive BTO project we have in this November exercise, we have Ulu Pandan Banks. Even though it is under the PLH model and HDB says that they have given extra subsidy for projects that are under this model, you are still looking at an average of $658 per square feet, which is really high for a BTO project. Now let's move on to the layouts. So the only layout that they all have in common will be the 4-room flats. And for the 4-room layouts, I think Westglades and Queensway Canopy have the best layouts out of all of them. So there is nothing really fancy here. It is your standard 4-room layout with the home shelter at the entrance of the unit itself, giving you the flexibility of having an open kitchen or an enclosed kitchen, and essentially giving you more flexibility in terms of designing your ideal home. Furthermore, there are no structural beams in between the bedrooms, so if you need more space in your living room, you can go ahead and knock one of the walls down. And if you need more space in your master bedroom, you can knock the other wall down as well. So for Ghim Moh Natura and Miltonia Breeze, they do also have these layouts, but they also have layouts with the home shelter in the middle, which I'm not too much of a fan of, since you are forced to have an enclosed kitchen and your dining space is a bit more compromised in my opinion. Now if you're looking for units with a balcony, you're in for a treat, since Queensway Canopy and Kallang Horizon both offer units with balconies. Now for Tengah, I think they're experimenting with a new 4-room layout. For the most part, it is pretty standard, but they have provisioned a space for a dry kitchen instead of giving more space in the kitchen and utility. So essentially, if you do not need that much kitchen space, you can just use the enclosed kitchen for cooking and have the dry kitchen island or peninsula if you'd like for, let's say, a breakfast table. It also gives you the option of enclosing the dry kitchen area to make an enclosed kitchen if you would like to do so, but of course there will be more cost involved for the ID. The thing that I don't really like about this layout is that you won't have a lot of space to do your laundry, which might be a concern for some since you won't really want to hang your clothes in the kitchen itself. Now for Aranda and Vanda Breeze in Yishun, you only have one layout and it's the one with the home shelter in the middle of the house. Okay, now for the fun stuff, the facade of the building. This may not be important to many people, but you know, it's always nice to see that HDB has put some thought into making the buildings look good. Now for my top pick for facade, I would have to give it to Queenstown Canopy and Ulu Pandan Banks. Now Queenstown Canopy is something special because they do offer community care apartments there as well. So other than your 2-room flexi units, they also offer these apartments that only have 1 bedrooms, which are catered for the elderly specifically. Now Queensway Canopy is standing at 40 stories tall and all the bedrooms seem to have full length windows, which is a nice touch and very rare to find in a non-PLH model project. You can see that they incorporated quite a few facilities and even comes with a sky bridge over the lower level blocks, which is a nice touch in my opinion. Now Ulu Pandan Banks is something special, standing at up to 44 stories high. It is probably going to be one of the tallest buildings in the Dover area. It is also flanked by Ulu Pandan Canal, and I think that a project with a water body always looks nicer than a project standing alone. Now you do also get full height windows, and I can see here that they have implemented a ton of facilities, including quite a few sky gardens in all of the blocks. So I think that HDB really has put a lot of thought into this project, and the facade really looks gorgeous for a HDB flat. Now even though West Glades at Bukit Batok doesn't really look that special, if you inspect closely, you actually notice that all the units get a 3/4 window in their living room and their bedrooms, which is very rare for a BTO project in a non-mature estate. And I think that HDB is upping their game when it comes to giving bigger windows in the units, as seen from the Yishun BTOs as well. But the thing with the Yishun BTOs, I don't really like the colour scheme. Other than Miltonia Breeze, I think that project looks decent. Okay, now on to probably one of the more important things to look out for, which is the estimated completion date. So unfortunately for a November BTO, most of the projects have a very long wait. In fact, the shortest wait time is over 4 years, and that project is Garden Waterfront at Tengah. And for the other projects, you would have to wait until 2028 or 2029 to get your keys. And I think that that is a bit too long. You shouldn't have to wait more than 6-7 years, you know, to get your BTO keys. I do understand that there might be some construction delays going on, but you know, 6 to 7 years is really too long. So here are the overall scores. As you can see, the best scoring ones are actually West Glades at Bukit Batok and Garden Waterfront at Tengah. It's a combination of being slightly more affordable than the mature estates, having good layouts, and being better when it comes to the estimated completion date. So for the Yishun projects, they didn't fare too well, mostly because, you know, the location, in my opinion, is really bad. But I know that the people who are already living, you know, in the north, Yishun, Sembawang, don't mind living there because they are already familiar with the neighborhood. So for me, personally, if I were to apply for November's BTO, I would pick Bukit Batok. It has a nice compromise on the location, even though it's not, you know, super near the MRT station. It's still walkable, or actually just 1 bus stop away. You are very near a lot of amenities, and your day-to-day needs are taken care of. Furthermore, the wait is one of the better ones. at Q1 2028. And yeah, you also get to enjoy 3/4 windows in your home. So that's it for my review of the November 2022 BTO exercise. Let me know which project you're applying for in the comment section down below. Don't forget to share this video with your family and friends, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!